scheduled tribes or Adivasis. They are neither Hindus nor Muslims nor Christians. They are basically nature worshippers, and they have been asking, demanding that they should be given a separate religious code identity, which is popularly known as Sarna. That should be included in the census, which is done in every 10 years. Otherwise, the tribals, who are mostly nature worshippers, they will be diverted or converted into other religion. The moment they get diverted to other religion, their code gets changed. Their tradition, culture, system of their thinking, living, even their language, everything gets changed. So they become, in a way we can say, a face gets defaced. So tribals, for their identity, for their existence, for their history, for their dignity, this religion identity recognition is immensely needed.
And when did you decide to spearhead the campaign or join this campaign?
Look, since 1980, I have been working on Adivasi issues like language, culture, tradition, religion, and many other rights which are there in Constitution of India. But for last few years, I thought if the religious identity does not get recognized by Government of India, tribals will wither away. They will lose their identity, language, culture, tradition, history, even the dignity. Because other religions, once imposed upon them, they totally get different person, different personality. So to protect the language, culture, tradition, history, etc., the religious identity and recognition is immensely needed, because our religion is mainly our language, culture, tradition and way of life. We don't worship idols. We do not have the orthodox system of gods who are represented by person. Our gods are nature, sun, moon, trees, water, rivers, and even we do not have the concept of heaven and hell. Our relatives or the ancestors die, so their spirit remains with us. We take them into our houses. They do not go to heaven or hell. And we do not have the caste system. We do not have the dowry system. And we are all equal. Every rituals of the religion is being undertaken by ordinary people, simple people. Everybody is capable of doing that. Whereas in Hindus they have got Brahmins, even in Muslims they have Maulvis, and in the churches they have got priests, etc. But we do not have as such. We live with nature and we worship nature because we agree and get convinced that nature feeds us through its air, food, water, everything. So nature are our gods.
Could you tell us what is the name of this religion? What are the fundamentals of this religion? And what, in your opinion, and as per your research, because you have been traveling on the ground and meeting people, is the strength of this religion? Also in comparison to other mainstream religions, say for example Buddhist or Jain, you were saying that the population might be exceeding 50 lakhs. So would that then mean also that this religion should be codified purely also because of its strength?
Yes. In 2011 census, the tribals put down their preference as Sarna Dharma in any other column. Because we have got 6 columns, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Jain, Buddha. And in 2011, the total came to about 50 lakhs and above. And Jain and Buddhas are little less than that. So we now 100% think and claim that we should be given the recognition. And this is mostly called Sarna Dharma. Sarna is actually Munda and Urama word which means the place of worship of tribals. In Santal, we call it Jahir Than. So, in the name of our tribal worship place, this religion has been, Christian, named popularly among the tribal people of Eastern India, mostly the Central Eastern India, Jharkhand, Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, Assam, etc., Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh including. So our claim, I feel, is 100%. And this because the fundamental right. Under our Constitution of India, Article 25, it says those who have got distinct religion and their way of worship, rituals, etc., can get the recognition according to fundamental rights.
And as per your understanding, what do you think is the biggest threat that is faced by the followers of Sarna religion? I'm not talking about tribals or Adivasis. I'm talking about fears or threats that are faced by people who follow Sarna religion.
Look, meanwhile, we hear that BJP and RSS, they somehow feel the tribals are in the fold of Hindus. They call it Sanatan Hindus, but it is not so. Because in Hindu religion, they have got Brahmins, they have got caste system, which is called in Hindi Varna Vyavastha. They have got idol worship, they have got dowry system, etc. And their functions, festivals, etc. are not linked to directly nature. Whereas we tribals, all festivals, all rituals are linked with nature, like harvesting time, or rain season, or sowing season, or the flowering of the trees, etc. And we get threat also from the Christianity, because our people are less educated, they are very innocent, they are poor as well. So sometimes the Christian missionaries, they do good work, social work, humanity work, but at the same time we find that they got certain hidden agenda to convert tribals into Christianity. So unless we get our religion, Sarna Dharma, recognized by Government of India, this threat, this vulnerability will continue. So we look forward, the Government of India consider it, exceed our request. We have also given ultimatum to Government of India that by 20th of November 2022, they should exceed our request, our demand. Otherwise, we will go for rail, road, chakka jam, blockade of rail and road on 30th of November 2022, mainly in 5 states of Jharkhand, Bengal, Bihar, Odisha and Assam. We also feel that other state tribals will also come forward to support.
One last question also I would like to personally ask you is that what does this religion mean to you personally and to your family, given that you follow Sarna religion and your family also follows it? And if it is not codified, what would it then mean for your family? And if it is codified, then again?
Look, this does not concern me or my family only. It concerns entire tribal community on broadly 2 accounts. One is this religion can unite them. This religion can protect their identity, culture, history, dignity. Secondly, if we will not get recognized from the government, I think we will wither away. The tribals get disunited, they will be overpowered by other strong institutionalized religions. And this is also not for tribals, also for nature and ecology, like we are facing now, global warming, climate change, ecology and environment threat. So tribals, because they have been worshipping nature, living close to nature, their way of thinking, their way of living is very close to nature. So by recognizing the Sarna religion by Government of India, I think it is a recognition to tribals, their families, their communities, whole society, even to humanity, the global humanity, that they should respect and regard the nature which has given us so much, and today we are destroying nature and we are facing all kind of natural calamity, etc. So recognition of Sarna religion, I feel good for my family, for my people, for my Indian population and world population as well.
Also, I would also like to understand from you briefly is that in today's India, the political atmosphere that is in India, there is some sort of religious polarization happening across India, not just in certain pockets. And then the government that there is, it is kind of having this certain brand of Hindu nationalism. So keeping that in mind, you are running this campaign, people are demanding your religion. How does it become all the more important to have some sort of religious identity of your own or tribal? Purely also because of the fact that the government is also trying to say, like you said, that all Adivasis are essentially Hindus.
I think this is not good for the whole nation and humanity, that people get polarized into religious terms. We should now, in global level, I think people should get polarized over poverty, I mean the poor people and rich people. Instead, on religious basis, neglected people and privileged people. Similarly, the tribal, we really get afraid if the bigger religious groups get into conflict, get into clash, then it affects we as well. And as you have said, the BJP, RSS, etc. Yes, we are concerned because, as I have said earlier, the moment we get into any other religion, by force or by pressure or by gratification, we lose our entire history, our way of life, our habits and everything. We are tribals, we are close to nature. This is God gift. This we have been living from ages. The moment this religious polarization or religious pressure affect us negatively, we will get destroyed, exploited totally, which is still happening in a small pocket. But at last we are really concerned. We are very deeply concerned about it.
And does following Sarna religion, its rituals, its understanding, its fundamentals, what sort of impact does it have on, say, you as an individual?
Look, I have been spreading, spearheading this movement with a hope, with a vision and mission that this religion can unite tribes. This religion can protect nature around which we live. Otherwise, we get destroyed. So this is very important for me, as well for my community, my people, and tribal at large. As I have said, 10% of the total population, like we have got 130 crores of people in India, so about 13 crores are tribal. And they are so innocent that they do not even know what name should be given to their worshipping, their behavior, their religion. Now we are telling them, let us call it Sarna religion, because that indicates about the worship place of the tribals. So many don't understand yet, but they now gradually are able to understand, because we are working in 5 states, about 50 districts and about 250 blocks. And in every block we have got some leaders, and our slogan is, we have to protect our Asa, Bhasa, Jati, Dharam, Ijjat, Abadi, Rojgar, Chasbas, and rights under Constitution of India. And these means we have to protect our land, forest, our language, culture, tradition, etc. Whereas our people are not well educated about this. Their way of living is to eat, drink and be merry. They don't even concern about tomorrow. They don't know how to hoard the things. So they are very simple people, contented with whatever they have, and they sleep well because they are not worried. But now we have to tell them, which we are doing, that if you don't get united, if you don't protect your land, forest, language, culture, tradition, etc., you will be killed. So you get united through this religion.
Last one. Do you think people are receptive to your message? Why I'm asking this is that I feel that it is an enormous challenge for you or people like you to get so many tribes together, so many tribes who are spread across so many states. How would you get them together under one religious umbrella?
Look here, my approach is the problems facing all the tribals who live in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Assam, the similar problems. Tribals mostly were living within themselves, close to forests. They were not introduced by outsiders. But now there is outside coming into tribal life. Tribals also going close to urban areas. So unless they protect their land, their language, their culture, tradition, etc., they cannot live in peace. They will always be threatened by others. So, tribals now can realize that religion is needed. Otherwise, they will be forced to accept other religion. The way you accept other religion, everything, your system gets changed. Similarly, the tribals are having problems of displacement because in the name of development, the companies coming in, industries, roads, roads, mines. So tribal get displaced. Their land gets snatched away by corporates or the companies or the government, and that makes their life hell. So these problems, similarly language, they are forced to adapt to other languages, and thereby they have to lose and leave their mother tongue. So leaving mother tongue, leaving your motherland, and leaving your way of life, and leaving your religion, rituals and many other things, you become very different person. You cannot live longer. You cannot live a natural life the way tribal used to do. So the problems are similar. So solutions could be similar, uniform. But the leadership is facing a lot of challenges. Like I am here doing something, some more people are also doing, trying their best. But the other side of the coin, like Hindu, Muslim, Christian, they are having big organizational institutions with money, with power, with brain, with all kind of support. Whereas we tribals, we do not have anything as such. Even it's a fact, the Christianity or Muslims, they have got the outside links. Hindus, now they also have outside links, like in America. Many Hindus, NRIs, they are funding BJP and Hindu organizations. Within India, they have got rich people, industrialists. But tribals, we have got few politicians. They are there because of the reserve seats of MLA and MP. They become people's representative, but they are captured by non-tribals, moneyed people, and they do not serve the community. They get to the position with reserved tribal seats, with tribal votes, but ultimately they are not working for the tribal community. They should have. So it becomes really very tough to unite tribals and to make them to understand that this cause has to be supported by all. Our Adivasi Sangalubya, we honestly, dedicatedly working day and night, still we are unable to make understand our people. Like in our tribal self-rule system, every tribal village is having a tribal chieftain, and he, because he is not elected or selected by the entire village tribal community, he is by hereditary. King's son becomes king. So virtually almost 99% of the tribal self-rule system chieftains are uneducated, drunkards, they don't understand constitution and law, they don't know what is the world, what is the governance system, what is the government projects and government structure. So they live in a cocoon of their own village. They don't understand anything outside what is happening, and therefore most of the village community people among tribals are living with superstition, with witchcraft, and this drinking habits, and they do not have the bigger vision, mission, action plan. So they keep fighting within themselves like tribal chieftains do. So with a lot of problems we are engaged within ourselves. So this makes the crusade or the struggle very difficult. But I am very hopeful because Constitution of India has provided lot of privilege, powers to tribal community as well. We just have to understand. We just have to get it enforced through various government agencies. Like we have got the President of India today, Draupadi Murmu. He is from this land. She belongs to my village, Uparbeda, and she is in the highest constitutional position today. We could meet him on 26th of August this year, 2022, and made her understand that we need Sarna religion. We need Santali language to be made first language in Jharkhand. We need Assam tea tribals who are from Jharkhand there 200 years ago to be enlisted in scheduled tribe list. There, accordingly, the Jharkhand state, which has come to existence on Birsa Munda's birthday, 15th of November 2000. So Jharkhand state is a dream of tribals. It's a tribal state. But there, because the constitutional, legal and human rights are not enforced, this is not becoming a tribal state. Whereas just the reverse, the tribals are getting decaying there. They are at the point of decay. And similarly, we have apprised Draupadi Murmu that tribal self-rule should get modernized, reforms should be done there so that it is having democracy spirit and having the constitutional law and human rights enforced, which is not there, which is missing today. And that also is not able to unite the tribal by tribal chieftain. So we are looking forward, the educated people who can understand the governance system and constitution of India. We have got plenty of educated people in the village, but because of the traditional orthodox accepted, we in a way have made ourselves, it is a kind of self-imposed slavery among tribals in the tribal villages. That has to be reformed, and that is possible. We are trying that our level.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.